Hi everyone, and welcome back to Surviving the Love Bomb. My name's Emma Carrington, and if you're new here, hello, welcome. As I said, my name's Emma, and I'm trained as a community services worker, and I'm also a victim survivor of domestic abuse. So the disclaimer is I'm not a psychologist, I am not a counsellor, and the aim of this channel is merely to share all that I've learnt on my journey through my abusive marriage and coming out the other side on my way to healing. Today we're going to discuss gaslighting. And gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse. It's when someone makes you doubt your own reality and question every memory that you have. They repeatedly tell you things that didn't happen the way that you remember them, that you're imagining things, or that you're insane. The tactic is generally employed by the abuser to convince the victim that the abuse didn't happen or that it wasn't as bad as they remember it. Gaslighting is a particularly insidious form of emotional abuse because it leads the victim to not be able to trust their own intuition. And when victims are subjected to gaslighting, they start to believe that everybody else knows better than they do. They look to others for the truth, for answers to anything, to make decisions for them. They doubt themselves, and this can go on beyond the relationship. Yeah, so even once they're out of the relationship where gaslighting has been employed to mess with their heads, they're still going to be second guessing themselves. The power and control of gaslighting allows the abuser to divert the victim's attention from the abuse itself by making them doubt the recollections and also question whether or not they are right in thinking that their abuser's actions are wrong in the first place. Generally, after a conversation with the person who's gaslighting you, you will come away feeling confused and trying to determine if what you're thinking or feeling is right. Over time, this can erode your self-esteem, make you start to believe that you're less than your partner, less capable, less intelligent, and unable to make decisions for yourself. This makes it very hard to make the decisions necessary to leave a relationship like this. So why gaslighting? Well, the term comes from a 1930s play by Patrick Hamilton that was later developed into a film in 1944. The premise of the film is that the husband sets out to make his wife think that she is going mad so that he can put her into an institution and gain power of attorney. He does this by removing items or moving things around in the house and blaming her for it. Basically trying to convince her that she's got kleptomania. And inadvertently, he is dimming the gas lights within the house while he's in the attic, because he goes up to the attic to look for the family jewels, her family jewels. Obviously, that's why he wants power of attorney. But when he goes up, the gas is diverted to upstairs, dimming the lights in the rest of the house. When she brings it up, he says, "No, you're going mad." He just says, "No, it's not happening," and must be imagining it. And this goes on until she's all but convinced that she's going insane. Very convoluted story. But basically, the manipulation and control that the husband exhibits is so reminiscent of any abusive relationship that counsellors and psychologists have adopted the movie name as a verb, covering the crazy making behaviour that is gaslighting. So let's discuss that behaviour. The gaslighter will pretend not to understand what you say or ignore and refuse to listen to you. They will shut you down if you try to confront them on the abuse. They will also counter everything. They will tell you you are not remembering things correctly, even when you are sure of what happened, even if it only happened moments ago, and you are very sure that that just took place. They will counter everything. They will divert your attention They'll change the subject, give reasons where this discussion should happen later, and later being never. They'll trivialize your feelings. They'll call you too sensitive, tell you that you don't have a sense of humor, tell you that it's not a big deal, that you should just get over it. And they will forget. They will forget. Very conveniently. They'll have no memory of things or not remember the sequence of events. And then obviously if they can't remember it, then it didn't happen. They will also lie to you, discredit you, rewrite history, tell you what you want to hear without any change in their behavior. They will shift blame generally to you and deny. So let's discuss the effects of gaslighting on victims. These would be the signs you'd be looking for, or the questions that you should be asking yourself if you feel that you might be being gaslighted. Gaslit? Lit by gas. So, number one would be doubting your feelings and reality. If you're trying to convince yourself that it isn't that bad, or that you're too sensitive, are you questioning your judgment and perception? Are you afraid to speak up or express your emotions? Do you feel vulnerable and insecure? Are you on edge around your partner, trying not to upset them or do or say the wrong thing? Do you feel alone and powerless, feeling isolated and unable to express to anyone what's going on? Are you wondering if your partner might be right when they say or make you feel less than worthy or unintelligent or incompetent or insane? Do you feel like you've let yourself down? Do you feel you used to be much more, stronger, braver, smarter, and now it's just too late to get back to that? Do you feel confused? Confused about your partner's behaviour? Does it leave you feeling off kilter and like you don't know what or who you're going to get at any point in time? Are you constantly apologising? Do people say to you all the time, there's no need to apologise, stop apologising, like stop saying sorry? Do you feel that you're not good enough, just as you, because you are? Are you constantly trying to please everyone and live up to expectations but feel or are told that you're falling short? Do you find it hard to make decisions? Are you unable to trust yourself to make decisions? Do you second guess yourself or seek approval from others, or avoid making decisions at all and just let your partner make them? Abusers use gaslighting to undermine and manipulate. And over time, this can lead to depression. So the earlier you can detect it and get help to deal with it or remove yourself from the situation, the better. However, wherever you are in that process, the most important thing to remember is that none of this is your fault. Abuse is a choice, and gaslighting is abuse. The abuser alone is responsible for their behavior. Nothing you said or did caused it, and nothing you do will be able to change what they're doing. So that, my friends, is gaslighting in a nutshell. Not much fun. If anything I've discussed today has given you cause for concern about your relationship, please reach out for help. As always, if I can be of any assistance in finding local resources for you, please don't hesitate to contact me. My email is in the description box below, or come over and join our private support group on Facebook. The details for that are also in the description box. So until next time, take care of yourselves and be kind to one another. Bye.